I am listening to osamason, and like I remember I went to like 2, 3 years ago. I went to my friend being like, "Yo, do you want to see osamason?" Because he came to Connecticut. Well, at least I think it was osamason or someone else, but like he was like, "No, osamason is like buns," and I was like, "Okay, whatever, that's respectful." And then a couple of days ago, he was like, "Yeah, I want to. Have you listened to Osama's new album? It's so good." And I was like, "Didn't you say Osama was buns like a couple years ago?" And then he pulled out album of the year, and he has like an 80 on it, and I was like, I don't think I ever been like so mad by someone else's opinion. Like I don't think I ever went to the point where I wanted to say Nugent until that day. And I hate the word Nugent because people say that to me. Which, no, well, if you, honestly, I could take the bullet if someone could say I'm a Nugent. First off, because I'm a scrawny little Asian girl. So the only thing I listen to is cute little anime music. But like, I was like, man, you just said Osama-san was buns. And you didn't want to see him with me, but then you suddenly put out album of the year, and suddenly he's like gas. And then I was like, okay, well, yeah, also I haven't listened to it yet, but so far my favorite Rage album of the year is probably Lucy Bedrock album. And he was like, the only song I like from Lucy Bedrock is like Justin Bieber 2010. And then he pulled out album of the year again and showed how he got like a 70 critic rating. And I was like, don't, don't pour this baloney on me. Don't do that. Also, like Osama's album sound is like low key like the more well done, more refined version of Edward Skeletrix, which he hates Edward Skeletrix, which is like okay, whatever. Like it's fine if you hate him, but like I don't know where I'm going at, man. Like the thing is like this is why I low key hate like some people on album of the year and rate your music because like it's just respect music. Like music is so much more fun and more enjoyable if you're not on those platforms. And I know I got like clowned on for like saying that on like TikTok, but I quite frankly don't care. Also, my roots are like crazy. My roots are crazy. But I was like looking into like how ADHD affects like gender dysphoria, which I recently did like a test and they asked me about like if I was ever like a tomboy or whatever. And like here's from what I researched. Let me see. Like it was really interesting. I didn't even like they said the relationship between ADHD and gender dysmorphia is the complex and multi-phase individuals with ADHD may have heightened emotional sensitivity, which can lead to the increased feelings of anxiety, depression, and social isolation. This emotional toll can intensify the distress of associating gender dysmorphia, making emotional regulation more coping challenging. The stigma around both ADHD and gender dysmorphia can deter individuals from seeking help and healthcare providers from misunderstanding the biases from the intersections of these conditions, which I thought was like really interesting. That's kind of like one of my quotas of the day. So, I just thought that was interesting. I talked about this last time, but I just like I always had like a weird like gender thing. Cause like I talked about this last time, but I always feel like I'm a girl. But I feel like I had a weird connection where I only really emotionally connect to men, but not women. Like I could talk to women, but I just feel like the emotional connection I make towards men cannot be replicated towards women. It's like different. It's a different vibe. I don't know how to explain it. And the only like women I really connect to the most which not the only, but like the women I connect to the most emotionally are the women who also have gender dysmorphia. Anyway, just like another side thought I have of today, but I was like, man, I need to like kind of get my life together. Like I am like a very studious person. Like I have like a thing where I could do like my graduates like early because my grades are like really good. Asian of me, yeah. But like yeah, my grades are like really good, so I could do like my graduates like really early. Like a graduate study program, and I'm also in the Canners program where I get to go to school for free. But that's mostly because I'm poor and I'm Asian. Um, but yeah, like I get to go to school for free, and I might be able to do my graduates for free, and I might be yeah, because I guess I'm smart. But like I feel like I don't have my life together because I'm kind of known more for my artistic abilities, and even the people within my program were like, "Yeah, you are really talented. Why are you here? Why don't you just switch the major into the major you want?" But like I'm scared of becoming jobless, so I do fashion design as a side hobby, and I'm quite miserable right now. But like, it's chill, it's chill, it's chill. Even though I'm putting more stress on myself by getting more research opportunities, I'm doing a opportunity and what is it called? Like an individual study program. I'm doing a double, triple whammy, okay? And then next year, I'm gonna try to get my work study up so I could do a work study research thingy just so I could do more. Because I don't know, I feel like I don't have I always feel like life is a ticking bomb. Feel like I never have enough time. But you know what? I never have enough time? Buying new clothes. And I feel I thought about this recently because I'm like, the only reason why I want to succeed in life is to get money to buy more clothes and play more games. Like, man, I was like fixated on my games recently. Like like genuinely like I was trying to lock in with my architecture projects and I couldn't focus. So I tried to put like a gameplay and I fell asleep to gameplay because I was like genuinely so sleep deprived from all my architecture assignments. But I was watching No More Heroes gameplay again. I played it, watched a gameplay, and I will watch again. That's one of my top 10 games. And like also I didn't know No More Heroes was that popular. It kind of looks like something that'd be more popular. Does that make sense? I never really look into how people discussed about it, but I don't. It should be more popular. It's really funny. It's a really good game. The gameplay is good, at least IMO. And then also, I didn't notice it was on the Switch, which is really cool. And I was like a lot of people found out that I talk about this in one of my videos. Like I talk about how I find music through Pinterest, but I also find a lot of video games through Pinterest too. And one of the games I am looking at right now, which let me search up, I found two new interesting games. That okay, this is what I mean. Like all I want to do is like scroll through Pinterest for the rest of my life and just play games, buy new clothes, look pretty. I don't even need to buy like food. That's anorexic as me. But like I just want to buy new clothes. That's all I endure. Especially Lolita, like Gothic. Not really Gothic, but Gothic Shiro Lolita, because I don't really like wearing dark colors. But I've been looking at Pandora's Tower, and then also there's other game, which it kind of just looked more cute and interesting as a game. But it's called like Death Smile. It actually kind of looked really bad, but I'm intrigued. I'm very intrigued. Also, what is the general public thoughts on Skywater? Because I invited my friend into a Skywater concert and they thought it was buns, their boyfriend thought it was buns, but I think Skywater is like pretty safe music. To me that's like it's well appreciated music. I didn't think people hate Skywater. I thought Skywater is like chill like that. I thought his fan base is like chill. Like I don't look into it. Actually, Skywater reposted my videos once. Also, I feel like a lot of people know me for being the earbuds ambassador, which I am grateful but ungrateful for because like I feel like it really pushed me to be where I am right now, like to be like basically a micro influencer. It like pushed me, put me on schedule. It just like I don't know, like even when I am my laziest, like I somehow will blow up because I am forced to do this repetitive schedule, which I'm trying to keep up with my main account still. But like I feel like because like of that I was like basically in psychosis. I was going schizo mode on like most of those videos. No one was able to catch on to that. I was basically schizo for most of those videos. It's like whatever. It was because like I just barely been on the internet. And then when you push me onto the internet and seeing like all this and that, like I was like, okay, well, whatever. It's kind of driving me insane. Seeing everyone opinions about me, but it's like the thing is like I feel like I'm still like nerdy, gross, and weird. But like I feel like the internet pushed me to be a little less of that, and I guess it did help. I guess I'm like a little less of all of those things. I still am the way I am, but like it's not I'm not the same anymore. The bullying did its job, which I am very so glad for. Our entry of the day is I think I mostly did this because I think no one will ever watch this or any of these. And like I I remember the main reason, like the main person I would like really talk to is like my best friend, who don't really like talk to me much anymore, mostly because he's like busy with work and everything, which I'm busy with my schoolwork. But I feel like I always put the effort to like try to talk to him. And I feel like we've been distancing quite a bit. And I kind of just like, I kind of blame it on myself because I feel like I didn't really acknowledge that I liked him. So then when he slowly started drifting away, I was like, Loki going schizo. And honestly, that's just because I never dated or really felt emotional attachment, like romantically like that. So then the way I expressed it, I didn't even know. It didn't click to my head until like months later, and I'm like, okay, great. Well, I fucked up. Whatever, man. Okay. And some of my friends like ask me like, oh, like, what do you mean you don't know who you like or who you like this and that? But like it's like I don't know, for me it's like hard. I feel like that type of emotion is just like hard to like understand in general. So like to be asked that it's like even like harder because you had to like that's like that's like asking about like trauma almost to me. It's like hidden in you. So like when it comes to like romantic like stuff, it's like always like queasing me. But also just like looking at like I guess like I'm not asexual, but like sometimes looking at like stuff like that would like make me like queasy. But maybe that's just because I never like that's the thing. I feel like my brain is like it's not even like I'm asexual. I just feel like my brain is like a kid almost. And I clearly don't look like a kid. I clearly am a 20-year-old. But I don't feel like 20-year-old. I still feel like a kid. Not in a weird way. Not in a weird adult that's like, oh yeah, I feel 17. I just like genuinely feel like I'm not mature. And I feel like I haven't reached my full potential yet. And like I say that as if I'm not like academically, career wise, like successful. Also, I'm working with like Danny Brown, like marketing team, like work for a studio. I thought that was really, really cool, really interesting. And then, what is it? Another studio asked to work with me. It's like a social media marketing thing. That worked for like Travis Scott. And then another one asked, but once I asked like if I was gonna get paid, they didn't answer. Um, AK, that is what is that guy? What can I think of it? The artist is like dun, 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 watching you. I can't think of it. Matt DeMarco. The indie record Mark DeMarco asked me to work with them, but when I say if there's any pay, like I don't, I'm poor, so I'll take any pay. And then he just left me a red. Whatever, man. Whatever. What was I saying before? But yeah, I feel like I'm like very career, like academically wise, like very settled with life. But I feel like I'm so behind emotionally, but also just like it's just the aspect of like dating and just like the way I just like interact with people because I feel like I didn't really start interacting with people heavily and start finding my people until like first year of college, second year of college. Because I feel like I always been like bullied all my life, and in college suddenly I'm cool. So then first year of college I start meeting terrible people, like they're genuinely horrible people. Second year of college I genuinely found my people. I found really good friends, and I did like deep psychological analysis of everyone and everything around me, and I figure I'm like good now. But like I think because of that, I am emotionally behind, especially with the bullying. I feel like it kind of like regressed me a bit. But I feel like I'm very mentally like stable. It does seem like I'm schizoposting right now, but that's just because I like talk to myself. So, and sometimes when I talk to myself, I can't sleep because I'll talk to myself to sleep. But then those thoughts like kind of like bounce around my head all day and night. And that's why I kind of need music to sleep. So that's why I don't really show people my Spotify minutes because it's a lot. And the reason why it's a lot is because I'll put a sleep timer too. But like, first off, I have really bad tinnitus because of my medications. So I need like music, but then also I have a lot of like thoughts bouncing in my head anyway. So I need like music to kind of like drown it all out because it was really bad. Anyway, to the conclusion of this video, I am not schedule posting. This is just my diary entry per day. Also, yeah, my roots are growing out really bad, so what color should I dye my hair next? Not like anyone is gonna comment. Not like anyone's gonna comment. But I was thinking blue, and then maybe in the future, a pastel pink. The blue I'm thinking is specifically is kind of like a more Hatsune Miku type of blue, like a, because I feel like before I went mint blue, but it was more like mint green. So I kind of want to do a more mint blue. And then pastel pink, because why not? But I feel like I'm much more a cool tone girl. So, um, but yeah, I right now I am still listening to osamason new album. Oh wait, you know what's funny? The song is called Gentama. Yo, that's funny. I like I'm adding it just for the name of the song. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I need to like talk my way out. And I'm actually supposed to finish my project, but I feel like just because I always have these thoughts bouncing around my head, I can never like go through the rest of my life. And I do have friends I could talk to. I'm just it's just too embarrassing. You could just tell me to go to a psychiatrist, but they don't believe me and they just think I'm depressed. I'm not depressed. I just like to talk. I just like to talk to new people. And that's like a thing that my mom have a problem with is because I'm very talkative. I just love talking to people. It's a side hobby, and I genuinely do think the greatest aspect of life is to socialize, make new friends, and just experiment with the your social circle. I just genuinely think that is like the best aspect of life. Yeah. I don't even know if you guys could like hear anything because like my computer monitor is like super loud. Not even a monitor, it's just like the cooling system because I accidentally jump on top of my laptop, so then whenever I shake this laptop, you can hear sparkling noises. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but I hear it right now. I'm about to hear 20 minutes. So yeah, that's my goal for the rest of the year. Try to hit like 20 minutes every day talking to myself instead of a real therapist because every therapist they come mentally ill, mentally bonkers. I'm not mentally ill. I'm not mentally bonkers. I just like talking.